Good evening, students, and now we shall continue with the inverse of a square matrix. So in the last class I have told you what is the cofactor matrix. Now I am going, the next concept that we need to know is adjoint of a matrix. Now you know what is the cofactor matrix. So cofactor matrix is nothing but it is the matrix which is obtained by replacing the elements by its by its cofactors. So the cofactor matrix of order 3 cross 3 looks like this, where C11, C12, C13, C21, C22, C23, C31, C32, C33 are the cofactors of those elements. Now, if you take the transpose of this cofactor matrix, that will be the adjoint of matrix, and we denote this by ADJ of A. Cofactor matrix of A is ADJ of A. So the transpose of this will be C11, C21, C31, C12, C22, C32, C13, C23, C33. This is the adjoint. So adjoint of a matrix is nothing but it is the transpose of the cofactor matrix. It is the transpose of the cofactor matrix that you need to remember. Now, for example, let me take a square matrix of order 2. Let A be equal to 2, 3, 1, 4. Now we shall find what will be the adjoint of A. To find the adjoint of this matrix, remember, you need to know what are the cofactors, and if you want to know the cofactors, you should know what are the minor. So M11 is, delete the first row, first column, so it is 4. M12, delete the first row, second column, so it is 1. M21, second row, first column, so it is 3. M22, delete the second row, second column, it is 2. C11, I plus j is even, so C11 will be the same as the minor. C12 is minus 1 because here I plus j is odd. C21 is 2 plus 1 is 3, so it is odd, so it is minus 3. C22 is 2 because I plus j is even. Now the cofactor matrix of this cofactor matrix of A will be equal to C11 4, C12 minus 1, C21 minus 3, C22 2. Now the adjoint of A, which I am going to denote it by ADJ of A, is nothing but you need to take the transpose of this matrix. So it is 4 minus 3 minus 1 2. So this is the adjoint. This is how you find the adjoint of any square matrix. Now there is one theorem which is there just for the statement, which is there, that I am going to show you now here. Look here. The statement of the theorem is, if A be any given square matrix of order n, if A be any given square matrix of order n, then A into adjoint of A will be equal to adjoint of A into A, which will be equal to determinant of A into I. Here I is any identity matrix of order n. So with an example you need to prove this. So you can take the same example here of order 2. Now A matrix that I have taken is A matrix which we have taken is 2 3 1 4, 2 3 1 4. And what is its adjoint? The adjoint of A is the matrix. The adjoint of A is the matrix 4 minus 3 minus 1 2. 4 minus 3 minus 1 2. Then we shall find what is the determinant of A. It is 2 3 1 4. So it is 8 minus 3, that is equals to 5. Now what I will do is I will take the multiplication as A into adjoint of A, which is the matrix. So these are the two matrices which I am going to multiply. 2 3 1 1 4 into the matrix. What is the adjoint? 4 minus 3 minus 1 2. So I will multiply this. So when I multiply this will be equal to 2 into 4 is 8 plus minus 3. 2 into minus 3 is minus 6 plus 6. Then 4 minus 4. Then minus 3 plus 8, which will be equal to 8 minus 3 is 5. This is 0 0 5, which will be equal to 5 into 1 0 0 1. So what is 5? 5 is determinant of A, that value that we have found, and this is the unit matrix. Similarly, adjoint of A into A you can try. This is what they have given here. This is what they have shown here with an example. This is the general example. You can just have a look at this. It is the general example that they have shown here. I am just showing you with the proof. Now the next concept that we are going to study, this is a very important theorem. Remember, what is that? If A is any square matrix, then A into adjoint of A is equal to adjoint of A into A will be equal to determinant of A into I. The next concept is singular and non-singular matrices. The next concept is singular and non-singular matrices. Now you take any square matrix of order n. N means any square matrix of order n. If the determinant of A is equal to 0, then you say that the matrix happens to be a singular matrix. Then the matrix happens to be a singular matrix. And if the determinant is non-equal to 0, then you say that the matrix happens to be a non-singular matrix. So I repeat, if the determinant of A is equal to 0, then the matrix is said to be a singular matrix. And if the determinant of A is not equal to 0, then you say that the matrix happens to be a non-singular matrix. And remember, a square matrix A is invertible. Invertible means you can find the inverse of any matrix if and only if the matrix happens to be a non-singular matrix. That is, the value of the given matrix, its determinant, should not be equal to 0. It should be non-zero. So in the next class we shall see how to find the inverse and what is the formula. Right? Thank you.